Don't forget, there's Necrons too.
Spiky Bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I am Rob Bear from SpikyBits.com, and I am going to show you how to unbox and build. Well, I guess just build. Anybody can unbox the new Necrons Psychomancer Cryptek duder for the army. Now what is it? The other one, I forget which one it is. Chronomancer. He is coming out in the 40k Kill Team box, at least initially, and then of course they'll put him out separately down the road because G-Dub do what G-Dub do. Got to get that paywall cheddar FOMO money, right? Am I right? Am I right? Anyways, so this kit's $35, and don't forget you can always get your hobbies for less from dicehead.com or of course, you know, Amazon, your local game store. But these days, just finding the stuff when you can is probably the name of the game with allocations and such. So it's just a one sprue, one big sprue, well, a halvesy sprue from a normal squad size. To put this guy together, and he is on a 40 mil base. But let's take a closer look at the instructions real quick, because whenever I see Necrons, I get a little nervous. If you remember my unboxing build of the Silent King, that kit is a huge time sink. It's just not very well designed on a lot of levels, but very well designed and the vehicle itself. It's just the dudes are not very well designed. It literally took longer to put the dudes together than the actual rest of the kit, which I was very disappointed with. I think G-Dub could do better, but you know, maybe they're just on time scales and stuff, and I don't know what's going on over there. But I just know when I like something, and I know when I don't like something, and I ain't afraid to talk about it, right? So this kit right here has got me, got my spider sense tingling, my hobby sense tingling, we'll call it, because I'm already seeing a bunch of silly looking stuff here. Like I like left and right halves here to form this like top cowl backpack thing, and then you're supposed to sandwich the front bit together with these arm bits. And I've seen this before. I know this literally right here could take 3 to 4 hours to do, just to do it right and to get it lined up right, and to not glue your fingers to yourself and yourself to yourself. It's all crazy. I don't know why they do this, and I hope I'm wrong. But I'm looking at it here, and I'm just like, oh boy, I've seen this before. I'm not liking it. And then you glue the armor plates on the back and bottom. We'll call it the thorax of this Necron here, because he's got these little daddy long leg kind of tentacle sort of things here. That looks like there's a top and a bottom slice, so those might go together well, like the eradicators. The feed lines went together really well, and I really like those. And then it looks like they lock into the top here, and then they kind of jump up and form, I think, that little skull that is kind of spitting out. So it wants you to attach it here. So there's some flat parts, it looks like, and then you put his arms on. And then you attach this little boogeyman kind of skull, digital skull sort of thing to it, which you can see right there. I better look at it. And then that's it. So that's the actual last part, is kind of pulling it together. But like I said, between a lot of the Necron kits, and some of them are great, but the Luminor, and then the Silent King, and then this, and I guess you could say the Zatan, the Shard of the Dragon. It could have gone badly, but there was ways to put it together with attaching the torso to the legs. That one was okay, but it's either a huge time sink to build these Necrons, or it's super quick, and there's no in betweens. It's just no rhyme or reason to it, and this already is not looking good. So I hope the next one they do is a lot better than one that comes in the Kill Team box, because that might be aimed at a different type of hobbyist, I suppose. Well, anyways, let's take a look at the sprue. So looking at the sprue, it doesn't seem too crazy, although you do have a lot of these little spindly bits, you know, forming that crazy digital skull. So you want to be careful snipping all this stuff out, and the tentacles right there, you know, and everything like that. So it all looks very well detailed. There's the head, and then you've got all these armor plates and all the different versions of the tentacles. Some of these are going to have to lay flat to attach to the base. Oh, there it is right there. So that surface is the flat surface. Okay. And then you've got some of the digital skull bits right here too. So be super careful clipping those out. But it doesn't look like it's ETB. It might be easier to build, but I'm doubting that as well. Just there's no slots, there's no pegs. This is just straight up like, could be a little crazy. So, well, heyo. So here it is, put together, and you can see it's still not put together right. Like this kind of comes up around there, and this should all be laying flat. But you know, to get this, oh, and there's a cat here, of course. To get this stuck together right, and all of this here, like I said earlier, this whole section right here is just a cluster. It's very fiddly. You have to really play with it. It's a huge time sink. I don't know why they designed it like that, but once you get that down and hardened, I use that super thin Tamai glue. You can see right there that isn't even fully closed down. Then you can start attaching the armor plates to it, and everything's golden from there as far as that goes. But then the tentacles themselves, you know, because if you're a little off right here, it's going to throw you off even more way down here. And at that point I was like, yo, let's just get it together and show people, because this is going to be something that you're going to really want to like be paying very close attention to when you do it. Because even me, you know, burning a bunch of time on this, you know, it's just it's disappointing, to be quite honest. I mean, the guy looks dope and he's a really cool pose, but it's just frustrating, you know, with the how long it really took, and it's still not 100% correct build, you know, kind of like we did with the Illuminor. Like, it's just very frustrating. So size wise, here's how he compares to the Necron Overlord from the Indominus box right there, and you can definitely see, hey, he looks, you know, he looks cool. He's large and in charge. People are gonna notice him. You know, that poor Necron warrior that I didn't grab, you know, he's super tiny compared to all these guys, but you can definitely tell who the who's in charge around the Necron Crypt tune parts right there. So I don't know, just be careful with this one. It's a rough build, I'll be quite honest with you, but it's very dynamic and very cool looking. So there's kind of a risk versus reward right there. And you can see I might not even got that skull in there quite correctly, but maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know. At this point, I'm so over this model. You know what I'm saying? Like all this Necron, starting with Luminor, it's very frustrating. So anyways, if you play Necrons, hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope yours goes together a lot quicker and a lot better than this one right here. But if not, you know, let us know in the comments what you think of this particular kit right here, because it is mildly frustrating, to be quite honest. So that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching our unboxing build of the new Necron Psychomancer, and hopefully we'll have the rest of the very last Cryptek here soon with whenever that Kill Team box hits as well. And don't forget, you can always help support us over on Patreon. And we actually mail stuff like this out to all of our supporters. Well, not all of them, because I only have one of these. So somebody Necron's gonna get this guy right here. We don't actually keep all this stuff around the studio forever, believe it or not. We'd have we need a much larger studio. So you can go over there and support us for as little as $10 a month, get some ad free and some free figs as well. And you know, continue on if you want, but definitely keep it in mind, and then help support what we're doing here on Spiky Bits, all of the Spiky Bits right there. So that's it for this one. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our videos.